What are you waiting for?
Come join the Geek Drums Nation. What is up, guys? Welcome to today's video. In today's video, as you can see, we will be diving into this article entitled "Crisis at Marvel: Jonathan Majors' Backup Plans, the Marvels Reshoots, Reviving Original Avengers, and More Issues Revealed." This article was posted this morning by Tatiana Siegel over at Variety. When I read through it, it seemed like a bit of a hit piece. I don't know. Again, as always, take everything with a grain of salt, guys. I'm not confirming nor denying any of these things that are in the article, but I want to skim through it with you guys, and you let me know down in the comment section down below how you feel about all of this, what your thoughts are, and let's just have a discussion about this, guys. Now, as always, if you are new here, please hit that subscribe button. Please turn on the alerts so you never miss another one of my nerdy videos, lists, whatever you want to call it. We do it all over here, guys. We're going to have some fun. So let's just get into this thing. So the article starts with, this past September, a group of Marvel's creatives, including studio chief Kevin Feige, assembled in Palm Springs for the studio's annual retreat. Most years, the vibe would have been confident, even cocky, given how the premier superhero brand owned by Disney since 2009 has remade the entertainment business in its image. But this occasion was angst-ridden. Everyone at Marvel was reeling from a series of disappointments on screen, a legal scandal involving one of its biggest stars, and questions about the viability of the studio's ambitious strategy to extend the brand beyond movies into streaming. The most pressing issue to be discussed at the retreat was what to do about Jonathan Majors, the actor, who was poised to carry the next phase of the Marvel Cinematic Universe, but instead is headed into a high-profile trial in New York later this month. Now, we do know that they did pivot, the plans with streaming. They switched that all the way up. They're going back to how it was with like the Netflix series, long-form storytelling, guys. No more limited series, short series. They're actually going to have showrunners, which is a good thing. I'm happy for all of that. We know what they did with Blade, completely reworking that. And they just did the same exact thing for the new Daredevil series. So we know they are pivoting. I mean, honestly, the only successful show that they really have been Loki and Falcon and the Winter Soldier. That was good, guys. And, I personally, I like the Marvels. I like She-Hulk as well. She-Hulk, could have done a little bit better, but I enjoyed it nonetheless. But it faltered when it came to Secret Invasion and other things like that. So, yes, we know about this pivot that they have done. So, yeah. So, it continues to say, the actor insists he is the victim, but the damage to his reputation and the chance he could lose the interlocking slate of sequels, spin-offs, and series around me. He could lose the case. Excuse me, guys, I can't read this morning. The actor insists he is the victim, but the damage to his reputation and the chance he could lose the case has forced Marvel to reconsider its plans to center the next phase of its interlocking slate of sequels, spin-offs, and series around Major's villainous character Kang the Conqueror. Understandably so. We have been wondering that for a while. What are they going to do? So at the gathering in Palm Springs, executives discussed backup plans, including pivoting to another comic book adversary like Doctor Doom. Wow. But making any shift would carry its own headaches. Majors was already a big presence in the MCU, including as the scene-stealing antagonist. I wouldn't really say scene-stealing, but I mean, I guess he did. I guess he did. The movie wasn't that good all around, but I mean, he was a highlight. He was a highlight. So I'll say that he was a highlight. Scene-stealing antagonist in February's Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania, and he has been positioned as the franchise's next big thing in this season of Loki, particularly in the finale, which airs on November 9th. Sets up Kang as the titular star of the fourth Avengers film in 2026. Now, I will say, he has been killing it in Loki the few episodes that he has been in. So I'll say that. This is some nice key art that they made for Variety. I like it. And they quote, "Marvel is truly fucked with the whole Kang angle," says one top deal maker who has seen the final Loki episode. And they haven't had an opportunity to rewrite until very recently because of the WGA strike. Now, I will say, the films and stuff, they have been suffering, like the projections for the Marvel's film, they aren't that good. But every film, this is why I say this seems like a hit piece. Every film, every TV show has been suffering because of the strike. The actors cannot promote it. They can't get out here and talk about their own projects because of this ongoing strike. Things have to be delayed because of the strike. So you can't really blame it all on what the studio is doing or what one certain actor is doing, yada, 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 because this strike has affected Hollywood, the box office as a whole. So let's shut that down right now. You can't really say that because everything has been affected because of the strike, and the studios, Disney, HBO Max, Warner Discovery, I should say, all of that, because of their negligence and not wanting to pay these people, they're suffering. This is their fault. So let's get this straight right now. So it continues, but I don't see a path to how they move forward with him. Now, that can be, if he gets proven innocent, yes, we've seen actors bounce back. But again, that has yet to be seen. We don't know what's going to happen with this trial. We just have to wait and see. So beyond the bad press, can I highlight this? So beyond the bad press for Majors, the brain trust at Marvel is also grappling with the November release of The Marvels, a sequel to 2019's blockbuster Captain Marvel that has been plagued with lengthy reshoots and now appears likely to underwhelm at the box office. This is all an unprecedented turn of fortune for a company that has enjoyed a nearly uninterrupted string of hits ever since it started independently producing movies in 2008's Iron Man. That wildly profitable run culminated in a $2.8 billion success of 2019's Avengers Endgame, a high watermark for the studio that has earned nearly $30 billion over 32 films. Yeah, that is true. That is true. Replicating that kind of phenomenon is never easy. However, the source of Marvel's current troubles can be traced back to 2020. That's when the COVID pandemic ushered in a mandate to help boost Disney's stock price with the endless torrent of interconnected Marvel content for the studio's fledgling streaming platform, Disney+. According to the plan, there would never be a lapse in superhero fare with either a film in theaters or a new television series streaming at any given moment. Now, I will say the pandemic affected Hollywood as well. So going from that into a strike, I mean, you're looking at a collision course for, it's not good, guys. It's never good. We know this already, though, which is, again, why I say this is a random hit piece. But, and neither here nor there. But the ensuing tsunami of spandex proved to be too much of a good thing, and the demands of churning out so much programming taxed the Marvel apparatus. Moreover, the need to tease out an interwoven storyline over so many disparate shows, movies, and platforms created a muddled narrative that baffled viewers. I will agree with that. Here's a quote. The Marvel machine was pumping out a lot of content. Did it get to the point where there was just too much and they were burning people out with superheroes? It's possible, says Wall Street analyst Eric Handler, who covers Disney. The more you do, the tougher it is to maintain quality. They tried experimenting with breaking in some new characters like Shang-Chi and Eternals with mixed reviews. Shang-Chi was amazing. Eternals, not so much, but that's just me. With budgets as big as these, you need home runs. The Marvels, which opens in theaters on November 10th, will struggle to get the ball past the infield, at least by Marvel's outside standards. The movie, which cost $250 million to make and sees Brie Larson reprising her role as Captain Marvel, is tracking to open to $75 million to $80 million, far below the $185 million Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness took in domestically in its debut weekend last year. Directed by Nia DaCosta, The Marvels unites Larson's heroine with two superpowered allies. Tiana Paris's Monica Rambeau, introduced in the 2021 Disney Plus series WandaVision, and Iman Vellani's Kamala Khan, first seen in the 2022 series Ms. Marvel. But instead of seamlessly building on the success of Captain Marvel, this movie resulted in 4 weeks of reshoots to bring coherence to a tangled storyline. Now, every show, every film has reshoots. So, I mean, I don't know if they have an inside source as to why, but every show and every film has reshoots. Then eyebrows were raised again when DaCosta began working on another film while The Marvels was still in post-production. The filmmaker moved to London earlier this year to begin prepping for her Tessa Thompson drama Hedda. A representative for DaCosta declined to comment. If you're directing a $250 million movie, it's kind of weird for the director to leave with a few months to go, says a source familiar with the production. This seems like a hit piece. The Marvels has seen its release date moved back twice. 2 wants to swap places with Quantumania, which was deemed further along, and again when its debut shifted from July to November to give the filmmakers more time to tinker. But that extra time didn't necessarily help. In June, Marvel, which traditionally only solicits feedback from Disney employees and their friends and family, took the uncharacteristic step of holding a public test screening in Texas. The audience gave the film middling reviews. Now I'm just going to say this. People already do not like Captain Marvel. People don't like Miss Marvel. People don't want to see a female-led film. We already know that. That's just how this world works. It's a cesspool. You can look at social media. Twitter, to be more exact, to be more precise. People don't want to see this film anyway. So again, are we really going to go off, just what test screening said? They already don't want to see the film. You have to let the real fans decide. That's all I'm going to say on that. But Marvel has never been in the business of being average. Kevin's real superpower, his genius, has always been in post-production and getting his hands on movies and making sure that they finish strongly. The source adds, these days he's spread thin. Feige declined to comment for the story. Of course he didn't, because, this seems like a hit piece. Feige, I keep saying it, but I gotta keep saying it. Feige isn't the only person showing signs of strain. Marvel's entire VFX battalion, of course, we already know about this. I'll skip over this. We already know about that. The schedule swap with the Marvels had left the Ant-Man sequel in a squeeze, pushing up its post-production schedule by 4.5 months. Marvel films are known for coming down to the wire, given Feige's ability to foam the runway and land a plane that way, says one executive familiar. I hate that they're saying these people are familiar with it and nobody actually attached to the stuff. It's kind of irritating. So, yeah. I don't know, guys. I don't know. See, they're talking about the VFX for She-Hulk. Was because of half-baked scripts. There's one person involved with She-Hulk that is not Victoria, that is Kevin. And even above Kevin, those issues should be addressed in pre-production. I agree. The timeline is not allowed. We know about the VFX and the squeeze that they were under. And from what we know, they fixed the problem. So why are we addressing this now in this article, in this random article? I don't know, guys. I don't know. I don't know, but this video is already at 12 minutes. Guys, I'm going to link this article and let you read it for yourselves. But they also had things. Wait, I think this is what I was looking for. The stuff about Blade. As public criticism mounts, Feige is pulling the plug on scripts and projects that aren't working. Case in point, the Blade reboot. This happened last year. With Mahershala Ali signed on for the infamous role of Vampire, things looked promising for a 2023 release date, but the project has gone through at least 5 writers, 2 directors, and 1 shutdown 6 weeks before production. One person familiar with the script permutation says the story at one point morphed into a narrative led by women and filled with life lessons. Blade was relegated to a 4th lead, a bizarre idea considering the studio had 2-time Oscar winner Ali on board. Amid reports that Ali was ready to exit over script issues, Feige went back to the drawing board and hired Michael Green, the Oscar-nominated writer of Logan, to start anew. Speculation around town is that the studio is looking to make the film, now slated for 2025, on a budget less than $100 million, a deviation for Marvel's big spending strategy. Guys, what do you think? We've all heard these stories about Marvel, about the changes going on and all of that good stuff. What do you guys think? Let me know, guys. Let me know down below in the comment section. What are you thinking? Again, I will link this article. You guys read it for yourselves. It's a long read. You read it for yourself. Let me know your thoughts. Do you believe this? Do you believe that this is like a hit piece? I know some aspects of this are true, but it just seems like an odd time to release this article, especially since you have a Marvel film coming out next Friday. As for me and my family in my house, we are going to see the Marvels. My girls are excited. They've seen the trailer. They love Captain Marvel. I have 4 little girls. They want to see people that look like them fighting crime and, being the hero. They want to know that, they can be all that they can be. And I'm all for that. I'm excited to see the Marvels. I enjoyed the first one. I enjoyed seeing Tiana Paris in WandaVision, excuse me. And I loved Miss Marvel. It was a fun show. So, guys, let me know down below in the comment section. Again, if you are new here, please like, share, and subscribe. Hit that alert bell so you never miss another one of my videos, guys. Peace.